So, good morning, guys. Very good morning to everyone. So, whoever watching in online classes now. So, as we are starting the bridge course from today, and we have given a brief intro of bridge course. What is the bridge course means in yesterday's class, right? Yes. When we are talking about the science stream, like usually having this physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. Combination of everything in class 9th and 10th, like up to class 10th we will tell, but when we are coming to class 11th and 12th, like we will have physics separately and chemistry separately and botany and zoology separately, like a separate books will be there. Okay, this is the first thing you need to know. Like usually you will be having a book in that everything will be included as a science, right? No, so you are not going to talk about a science particularly, like a common thing. We are going to talk about a physics separately, chemistry separately, and botany, zoology separately. So now this physics class, okay, and myself Vignesh and your physics faculty, right? So I'll tell you what is the meaning of the bridge course, whoever have not attended the class of yesterday's. Okay, so what is the meaning of bridge? Bridge is nothing but to build. It is nothing but to build a path from one point to other point, right? This is about the meaning of the bridge we know, right? And usually why we are keeping this term bridge course means we are building the path from class 10th to class 11th. So usually that's why we will call this as a bridge course. Okay, so why it is important? Excuse me. Why it is important? See, when a cricket player will take, if we ask a person to go and bat or bowl in a match, will he able to? No, right? He should have some knowledge what is the ball I should take, and what is the ball, I mean what is the pitch I need to choose, whatever it is, right? So what is the correct way of bowling, what is the correct way of batting, I need to know. Before that I can't do anything, right? So same thing, like if we are having a basic concept of anything, then only we know we need to we can able to study the things, right? So for example, if a English word is given without knowing the alphabets, can we able to? No, right? So same thing, if addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, this algebraic operations are there, no, without that we can't do any mathematics, but before that we need to know what is numbers, right? So then only we can able to do. Yes or no? The numbers like integers, real numbers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, as you know, up to class 10th you have studied about that, right? So in physics, when we are talking about the chapters, obviously we will have some mathematical operations too, right? So when we are going into the physics stream, some guys would have faced difficulties in the mathematics concepts, and yes, especially whoever choosing the MPC path, MPC, that is maths, physics, chemistry path, would have some idea about, have knowledge about the maths, but when a person is choosing the BIPC, so MPC or BIPC, right? No, when a person is choosing BIPC, one thing, for example, I can say he would have passion of becoming a doctor, and one thing, he might have fear of this maths, right? By having a fear of this maths, he would have chosen the BIPC path. Or else the second thing is the passion. So passion is having on the a doctor. Okay, I need to become a doctor, so I need to take MPC, sorry, BPC, right? Or else he is having a fear of the max concept, so he would have chosen the BPC. Okay, obviously, who is having passion, obviously they will learn, but I am helping here to learn whoever having a fear on the max also. Okay, we will help in the both aspect. So when we are building the physics concept, I need to build with max also, right? So in this class we are especially going to talk about the units and dimensions first. What is the meaning of units and what is the meaning of dimensions? Basic things we will see, whatever lessons we have in the class 9th and 10th. Okay, so let me introduce what are the chapters are going to come in class 11th and class 12th, and how we are connecting those lessons with like 10th lessons with the 11th lesson, and what is the path we are choosing. Okay, let's start with our terms, right? So when we talk about physics, we are having in class 11th and class 12th, like the topics has been divided. Okay, so when we are going for class, yeah, I guess it's clear right now. So when you are going for class 11th, the first lesson is physical world and measurements, like units and measurements we will say, dimensions. Okay, so in this we will learn about for every formula there will be a unit, right? For example, if we measure a length of a object, so how we will measure the length of a object? Usually we will measure by using our scales, like whatever scales we are using in examinations, no, that scales we will take and we will measure those things, right? For example, what is the term we are using there? Centimeter, right? So centimeter means the unit we are telling, right? No, and before that the number we are using, no, yes, that number, if I say number, random number 1000, is that having any value? No, 1000 centimeter, which means a length of the object is 1000 centimeter. For example, if I talk about my weight, okay, so how will I tell my weight? Like 72 kg, right? So if I tell the total term if I complete it, then only it will be having a meaning, right? For example, the other example if I take, I'm going in a vehicle. So if I tell a random number 20 or 200, will a person able to understand? No, right? I went in a vehicle, like I ride a vehicle or ride a bike, and I went in a speed of 200 km per hour, right? Usually you will notice that a speedometer in front of your steering, right? No, yes, from there you would have noticed, like when you are raising the acceleration, obviously the speedometer will deflect it, either it is going right or left. When you are raising, obviously it will go right, it will raise it, right? No, when you are decelerating, like you are relieving the acceleration, means obviously it will go for 0, right? In those things also we are using the term kilometer per hour. So these are the units and the dimensions we will to talk. Okay. The second one is kinematics. So in kinematics we will talk about this motion, how an object is going in a straight line, how an object is going in a 2 dimension. For example, x axis you would have known, y axis, yes, no, how object is going in x axis, how object is going in y axis, and how the object is going in both x and y axis comparatively. Okay, then laws of motion, work, energy, power. Yes, obviously you would have known this terms, laws of motion, work, energy, power. In laws of motion, yes, you would have known about these forces, right? What are the forces? Like tension, spring, yes, no. So then motion of a system of particles and rigid body, gravitation. So I will tell you what are the lessons you have studied, right? So you would have studied about units and dimensions. Laws of motion means like the forces you have studied, work, energy and power you would have studied, gravitation you would have studied, mechanical properties of properties of solids and fluids, Like you have studied about what is the matter means, like it has been divided into 3 types states of matter. One is solid, and second one is liquid, third one is gas. That gas and liquid is called as fluid. Okay, a fluid is nothing but which has ability to flow. And thermal properties of matter, thermodynamics, then KTG, that is kinetic theory of gases, oscillation and waves. So these are the chapters which we are going to talk in class 11th. Okay, when we are talking about class 12th, so these are the chapters like electrostatics, current electricity. Yes, this current electricity would have studied, and magnetism and magnetic effect of current and magnetism, electromagnetic induction, alternating current, then electromagnetic waves, optics you would have gone through, that ray optics, how incident ray, a normal ray and a reflected ray, everything lies in the same plane right now, and incident and reflected are equal, the angles, right. So dual nature of radiation and matter, atoms and nuclei, electronic devices. So yes, you could, if you want, you can take a screenshot of this lessons, right. This is class 11th and class 12th chapters. See guys, like if you are having any kind of doubts, you can drop a message in a comment sessions now. So I will see the comment sessions and I will clear the doubts. Okay. Done? Okay, sorry. You can take a screenshot of this. So can we move on to the upcoming topics? Yes, this is the thing. So why bridge course? What is the importance of this? So why? For everything, for each and everything, you should ask why it is happening. Why it is happening? For what it is happening? Right. So not only I am talking about the physics subject, or I am talking about the subjects. For everything, each and everything, you should ask the question why. Then only you will know the answer. And if you know the answer, you obviously you know the steps to get the answers. Right? No? Yes, that's the important thing in life. So ask the question why. So why bridge course means physics relies heavily on mathematical tools, maths. So without maths or without the combination of physics, like the terms and the maths, the physics doesn't exist. Okay, to express and solve the problems. See, let me take a example. A plus b the whole square. Everyone would have known what is this expression means. What is that? How can I expand this one? First thing, I need to write this step. So they have given the exponent. How many times? 2 times they have given, which means a plus b into a plus b. Then what is the next step? A into a into b, then b into a, b into b. So the next step I need to write a into a plus a into b, then plus b into a plus b into b. So we are getting that a square plus ab into a, I mean ab plus ab, 2ab plus b square. So we know the direct formula, but how the steps are arriving, that is important, because when a power is given as 2, we can able to say a square plus b, 2ab plus b square. Suppose if a power is given like this, a plus b whole power 4. Will I able to say the direct formula? Is that answer is correct, like a power 4 plus b power 4 plus 4ab, is that correct? Is this correct? No, right? It is wrong. It is wrong. That is why steps are important. Steps are important. Yes, usually when the simple terms are given, I can able to say, but if it's a large term, I need to able to simplify it. What is the thing? Simplifying. Okay, I need to simplify it. So how can I simplify this one? Can I express this one as a plus b whole power 2 as it is, and 2 power 2 is 4. So again power 2. We know that for this a square plus 2ab plus b square as it is, a square plus 2ab plus b square power 2. Now I can expand again, which is nothing but a square plus 2ab plus b square into a square plus 2ab plus b square. Okay, I'm not talking about how, why and all, like just I'm giving the hint how the situations are going to arrive in the examination also. Okay, so I can expand this. The same thing they won't ask. Okay, they might ask different terms, but in a similar method. Okay, then 2ab with every 3 terms and b square with every 3 terms. So that is why the steps are important from the first I was telling. Okay. Yeah. So class 10 physics is conceptual and theory based, while class 11 jumps into numerical problems. Listen carefully here. Till now we have studied about the theory part, like everyone would have written the exam, like either it is a board exam of a state board, okay, state board exam, or else CBSE examination, right? State board examination or CBSE examination, Central Board of Secondary Education, right? Okay. Or yeah, ICSE, no? So any of these 3 things are whatever it is. Everything, if I combine a theory only, theory plus some numericals would have come. You should write, suppose what is force they are asking. So you will write answer as force is nothing but it's either push or pull, right? No, either push or pull you will say. So in this only theory part we are studying in class 9th and 10th, but when we are going to class 11th, no, I'll tell you thing. Some 10 Newton force has been applied on an object. It has been moving, it has been moved to a certain distance, that is 5 meter will take. Okay, what is the work done? If they are asking, they give the option A, option B, option C, option D. 4 options they will give. I need to solve. Okay, I need to solve and I need to mark the answer. That's it. And there will be a OMR sheet. Okay, for physics, chemistry, maths, or the botany or zoology it is. So the first option A, B, C, D. So option B is correct means I need to mark in option B. That's it. No need to write anything like force means it is push or pull, and this much force has been applied on an object and it has been moving with it has been moved a distance of 5 meter. So work formula is force into displacement. So 10 into 5. So no need to write anything. Just see the question and see the options, what I mean, see the thing what they are asking, just solve it and mark the answer, that's it. Okay. Yeah, so physics section in NEET and JEE and other entrance test contains problem that are mathematically, yes, intensive. So basic math gives students a competitive edge and boost to the students. So in basic maths, no, I will tell you the topics which and all we are going to study. Okay. Yeah, so these are the topics which we are going to study. Okay, the exponents, powers, let me take a dot pen. Okay, the exponents we are going to study, powers we are going to study, then algebra. Algebra means what? It is plus, minus, multiplication, division, the operations, right? No, then trigonometry. So yes, in previous class Abhilasha would have told about you the what is trigonometry, right? Yes, we will see once again in physics class also. Then graph, this major thing, it's important in physics. Many questions have been asked from the graphs. Then vectors. So vector, you would have studied about the basic terms. What is the meaning of vector? What is the meaning of scalar? Okay. So where we are using this concepts. So exponents and powers we are using in laws of motion, energy equations. Energy equations means the kinematic equation, the chapter 2. Okay. Then algebra, like rearranging and solving the formulas. I have given the formula, no, that is a plus b the whole square, or the formula a plus b whole power 4. How to rearrange it, how to expand that, okay, that one we will see in the algebra. Then trigonometry. So in trigonometry, which chapter we are focusing means this laws of motion, and the chapter 3, it is important, that motion in a plane. Even the chapter 4, that is laws of motion. Okay. Then graphs. This graph is important in chapter 2. Yes, every chapter it is like graphs will come, like some graphs will come, like chapter 2, then work energy and power, and then yes, thermodynamics, it is important. Thermodynamics, it is important. Then vectors. So vector you will see in every chapters. In every chapters you will see a vector. Okay. So these are the topics usually we will study. Okay, in the bridge courses. Okay, I will give a short notes what is the units and what is the dimensions of the chapters we have studied till now. Okay. Let me take the basic chapters. The first one is force, and the second one I will take work, energy and power. Okay. Third one we will talk about the states of matter, that is states of matter. Okay. First we will go with the force. So what is force means, like either it is I am pushing the object or pulling the object, right? Pushing means it is going away from me, pulling means it is coming near to me, right? No, it is either push or pull. Okay. If I am pushing or pulling any object, I should have some value, no? That, for example, if I take it's a 50, but what is the unit? For measuring an object, I am having a value, that is 50 centimeter I can say, meter I can say, or millimeter I can say, right now, or kilometer also I can say. Either anything I can say. So here it is Newton. Newton we will say. Okay. So force is nothing but Newton we will say. How we have got as a Newton, or else it is joules also, I mean it is, what is this, kg per kg meter per second square, kg meter per second square also we can say. how we are getting this kg meter per second square. Let me go for the basic term, distance. So distance means what? The path I have covered the path, like how much I have traveled. Okay, so how I can measure? Meter. Basic, simple. Like if you are opening the Google map, okay, you are searching a location like your home, like from your home to NEET World Institute, home to NEET World Institute. Like for example, if you are near, it might show you 650 meters only. If you are far, it will show you 1.2 kilometer, like that, right? No, so which is the basic term we are using here? That is meter. So usually we will measure this distance as meter. Okay. Then speed. So similarly we will measure speed with respect to time, no, distance and time, how much hour we have traveled. So meter per second we will say. Then acceleration, it is meter per second square. Now we will go to the term force. It is nothing but mass into acceleration. So how I measure the mass? It is kg, right? No, kg. So kg meter per second square. So that is nothing but Newton. Okay, so this is the basic term, no, you would have studied. So force, obviously for every force, either it can be a tension, a normal force, spring force, everything will be having a force. No, if I talk about a rope, so a person is pulling like this, other person is pulling like this, so there will be a tension. Normal force is nothing but when an object is on the floor or when an object is attached to a wall, so some normal force will be there. Spring force, for every spring there will be a force, that force is called as spring force. Okay, and we will study about different forces in class 11th in laws of motion. Okay, for every force the unit is Newton. Okay, the unit is Newton. Done. Then what else we would have gone through the lessons like work, energy, power, no. So work, energy and power. So in work you would have studied the unit as joules. So what is the meaning of joules, like how we have got the joules? So work is nothing but it is force into displacement. So displacement is a unit is meter. Okay, so what is force? We have got here kg meter per second square, kg meter divided by second square into meter, which is nothing but kg meter square per second square is called as joules. It's called as joules. Okay, done. Energy. What are the kind of energy you would have studied? What is the meaning of energy? First of all, energy means like ability, right? Ability to do work. That is the meaning of energy, no? You are having ability to do the work. Your mom saying, "Are పోయే మార్కెట్లో కూరగాయలు తెచ్చారా అట్లా అని చెప్తున్నారు మీ మమ్మీ. సో నువ్వు పడుకున్నావు, అరే మమ్మీ నా వల్ల అవ్వట్లేదు అంటే నీకు ఎనర్జీ లేదు అని కదా, అంతే కదా. సో నాకు ఆ ఎబిలిటీ అప్పుడు ఆ టైంలో లేవు, ఎందుకంటే నాకు ఫుల్ నిద్ర వస్తుంది కదా. సి ట్రై టు అడ్జస్ట్ మై తెలుగు. ఐఎమ్ లిటిల్ బిట్ లైక్ ఐ నో లిటిల్ బిట్ తెలుగు ఓన్లీ. ఓకే, యా. సో ఇప్పుడు ది నెక్స్ట్ రోజు అదే చెప్తున్నారు మీ మమ్మీ. బట్ దట్ టైమ్ యు ఆర్ రన్నింగ్. ఎందుకు అంటే తర్వాత ఏం చేస్తారు, మీ మమ్మీ నిన్ను క్రికెట్ ఆడడానికి పంపిస్తున్నారు. సో ఇప్పుడు మీ మమ్మీ పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వాలి అంటే నువ్వేం చేస్తావు, నీకు ఆటోమేటిక్గా ఎనర్జీ వచ్చేస్తుంది కదా. ఎనర్జీ వచ్చిన తర్వాత ఆబ్వియస్లీ విల్ గో అండ్ గెట్ ది థింగ్స్ వాట్ ఎవర్ మామ్ ఇస్ సేయింగ్, రైట్. సో ఎబిలిటీ టు డూ వర్క్ is nothing but energy. So this energy is having two kinds. One is kinetic energy, one is potential energy. మనం మాట్లాడతాం. We are talking about these two things in physics, okay, in work energy and power. ఇప్పుడు ద ఫస్ట్ రోజు నువ్వు పొటెన్షియల్ ఎనర్జీ అంటే ఎనర్జీ ఎంత స్టోర్ చేసి పెట్టుకున్నావు, ఎందుకు, ది నెక్స్ట్ రోజు క్రికెట్ ఆడడానికి వెళ్ళాలి. సో నువ్వు స్టోర్ చేసిన ఎనర్జీ ఏం చెప్తామంటే అది పొటెన్షియల్ ఎనర్జీ అని చెప్తాం. ఓకే, సో ద నెక్స్ట్ డే యు ఆర్ రన్నింగ్ లైక్ అ హెల్, లైక్ యు ఆర్ రన్నింగ్, ఐ వాంట్ టు గో అండ్ ప్లే ది క్రికెట్ విత్ మై ఫ్రెండ్స్, రైట్. సో యు ఆర్ యూటిలైజింగ్ ది స్టోర్డ్ ఎనర్జీ ఇయర్ విచ్ ఇస్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ. ఓకే, నువ్వు మోషన్లో ఉన్నావు, యు ఆర్ మూవింగ్ హియర్ అండ్ దేర్, యు ఆర్ రన్నింగ్. ఓకే, సో దట్ ఈస్ కైనెటిక్ ఎనర్జీ వి విల్ సే. సో ఎనర్జీకి యూనిట్ ఏంటి, నేను వర్క్ గురించే కదా మాట్లాడుతున్నా, ఎనర్జీ అంటే వర్కే కదా, ఎబిలిటీ టు డూ వర్క్ కదా. దెన్ ఎనర్జీ ఆల్సో హ్యావింగ్ ది సేమ్ యూనిట్, దట్ ఈస్ జౌల్స్. ఓకే, ఎనర్జీ ఆల్సో హ్యావింగ్ ది సేమ్ యూనిట్, దట్ ఈస్ జౌల్స్. నౌ పవర్, ఇప్పుడు పవర్ వర్క్ డన్ బై టైమ్ అని మనం ఫార్ములా చూసినాం కదా. వీ హ్యావ్ సీన్ ది ఫార్ములా వర్క్ డన్ బై టైమ్. బట్ పవర్ ఎలా మనం వర్క్ డన్ బై టైమ్ అని తీసుకున్నాం, ఎందుకు సార్? See, for example, I am carrying this AC remote from the ground floor to the 7th floor. Is it easy to carry or is it difficult to carry? Yes, I can keep in my pocket, I can walk aram se, right? No, I can go. But a person is giving you a 25 kg rice bag and is asking to walk from ground floor to the top floor, that is 7th floor. Okay, so in that time what you are doing is you are slowly walking. Okay, in two cases I have taken the different weights, but if I talk about a small person like a kid, okay, 5-year kid we will talk, and a 10-year a boy is there. So 5-year-old boy and 10-year-old boy, if I give the same remote, AC remote, to both person and ask them to go to the 7th floor, right? No, ask them to go to the 7th floor. So who will go first? Obviously the 10-year-old boy will go. 10-year-old boy will go first. That 5-year-old boy will go second. First means he will take less time, no, less time. 5-year-old boy will take more time. But వర్క్ ఏం చేసినారు, గ్రౌండ్ ఫ్లోర్ ఇంకా 7th ఫ్లోర్కి వెళ్ళినారు, సేమ్ వర్క్ బట్ టైం డిఫరెన్స్ అయింది కదా ఇక్కడ. దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ పవర్. ఇప్పుడు ఎవరికి పవర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది, 10-year బాయ్కి పవర్ ఎక్కువ ఉంది, 5-year బాయ్కి పవర్ తక్కువ ఉంది. ఓకే, దట్ ఈస్ ద మీనింగ్ ఆఫ్ పవర్. లైక్ ఇట్ ఈస్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు టైమ్, వర్క్ డన్ విత్ రెస్పెక్ట్ టు టైమ్, లైక్ a rate of work done, okay, work done with respect to time is called as power, which is nothing but what we will say. Yes, no, the unit is watt. Usually we will denote W for watt. Okay, these are the basic units we would have studied in class 9th and 10th of work energy and power, right? No, then yeah, so you would have studied the chapters gravitation, right? Now gravitation means what? Like obviously a force is acting towards the earth, center of the earth, we will say, no, center of the earth. What is that force is called? Gravitational force. Usually we will talk about like if I leave this pen it will go down. Why? It is due to gravity. Okay, గ్రావిటేషనల్ ఫోర్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నాం సార్, బట్ వాట్ ఈస్ ది యూనిట్ సార్ గ్రావిటేషనల్ ఫోర్స్కి? ఇంతకుముందు ఏం చెప్పినా నేను ఫోర్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు, టెన్షన్ కానీ లేదా నార్మల్ కానీ లేదా స్ప్రింగ్ కానీ ఏ ఫోర్స్ అయినా కానీ యూనిట్ ఏంటి? నార్మల్, న్యూటన్, రైట్? నో, సో ఇక్కడ గ్రావిటేషనల్ ఫోర్స్ వేరే, గ్రావిటీ అనేది వేరే. ఓకేనా? గ్రావిటేషనల్ ఫోర్స్ యూనిట్ ఏంటి? అది న్యూటన్. ఓకే, బట్ వీ విల్ టాక్ అబౌట్ ది ఫార్ములా ఇన్ ది లేటర్ సెషన్స్. ఓకే, బట్ గ్రావిటీ అంటే ఏంటి? గ్రావిటీ అంటే ఇట్ ఈస్ సిమిలర్ టు యాక్సిలరేషన్. యాక్సిలరేషన్ యూనిట్ ఏం చూసినాం మనం? మీటర్ పర్ సెకండ్ స్క్వేర్. మీరు గమనించినారా? లైక్ జీ వాల్యూ ఎంత అనేసి? ఇట్ ఈస్ 9.8 మీటర్ పర్ సెకండ్ స్క్వేర్. కరెక్ట్ కదా? ఈ వాల్యూ అనేది మనకి 9th క్లాస్లో 10th క్లాస్లో చెప్పినారు. బట్ అది ఎలా వచ్చింది, ఎందుకు ఆ వాల్యూ 9.8 మాత్రమే అనే that one we will talk in the gravitational force, the gravitational lesson. Okay, so basic thing I need to know about the unit. Okay, so this about the first class, like need to know about some units, why units are important. Okay, and we will talk about the things of exponents and powers, algebra, trigonometry, graphs and vectors in the upcoming sessions. So the next session is mainly on the trigonometry point. Okay, mainly on the trigonometry point we will talk. Okay, so what is trigonometry, why it is important, where we are using, and what are the things we are using. See, we are not going to talk about the entire maths. What are the things are important for physics in trigonometry, we will talk about that. And what are the things are important for physics in exponents and powers, graphs, vectors, algebra. Only we will talk about that, and we will build the concept slowly. Okay, if you are having any kind of doubts, you can drop a comment in the comment sessions. I'll reply for every comments. Okay, and I'll meet you in the next session, guys. So thank you, bye bye.